beautiful people, and welcome back to this channel. So in this video I will be shining the spotlight on the celebrity. So welcome to another celebrity spotlight edition on this channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel. Go through our content, find something that interests you. I'm sure that something we do speaks to you and your values. Consider subscribing to this channel. It's notification bell beside subscription button so you do not miss any of our updates as we bring them to you as it day hot. Alright, without further ado, let's just get right into the video of today. Celebrity Spotlight. So in recent time, this particular actor has been in the news for some reasons that I personally will want to stay clear of for the purpose of this video. Right? So I'm talking about the one and the only Yomi Fabiyi, the human rights activist that we have. So if you've been wondering and you've been hearing his name and you've been seeing his videos and his reactions on social media and the internet and you're wondering who he is, welcome to the right spot, because I'll be shedding some more light into the life and lifestyle of Yomi Fabiyi, how he got to where he is today, his biography, facts, and some interesting things about him that you probably would not have realized otherwise. All right. Let's get right into it. Yomi Fabiyi was born on the 31st of April in the 1980s. We don't know his actual age. Is either 40 or 44. So it's between the age of 40 and 44. I personally think he's 45 years old, but I do not know his actual age. He is a native of Abeokuta in Ogun State, but he was born in Shomolu area of Lagos State, Nigeria. And that is where this young man, or this elderly man, grew up. For his primary and secondary school education, he schooled also in Shomolu area of Lagos State, attending the Igbobi Command Secondary School for his secondary education. Moving on from there, he has a brother. His brother is DJ Flex. He's a DJ. You can search DJ Flex and see what DJ Flex is up to. According to him, his mom influenced his growing up. He grew up with his parents, of course, of a Muslim background. He grew up with his parents, and his mom influenced his growing up and everything that he is today. He has also always wanted to go into acting. So when opportunity presented itself after his university education, he felt, okay, why not take it? I mean, right? And having grown up in Lagos State all of his life, he went to Ogun State in Abeokuta and he met with Babatunde Omedino, popularly known as Baba Sue, which is why when Baba Sue had some problems in the years past, Yomi Fabiyi was very quick to attend to him and try to rally around him and ensure that his colleagues pay attention to their senior colleagues to ensure if he's back to his feet and is in good health, which he actually didn't let that man live down or hear the last of it. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. His first movie was Thanks to Baba Sue. He featured in the movie Obelomo in 2001, and that was where his rave started and he started growing up. But before that, while he was acting, yes, he got married to a British woman by the name Fran. They were together for 5 years, but they had to break up due to irreconcilable difference. According to reports and information that I gathered, she did not want to relocate to Nigeria from the United Kingdom, but he was not willing to drop whatever he has had or achieved in Nigeria to the United Kingdom to be with this woman, and so the relationship had to break. Others were like, he just wanted her for passport purposes, but then the marriage was very short-lived, so if it were to be for passport purposes, they probably would be together for a longer time. But what do I know? Anyways, he has a child in South Africa, Metomi Fabiyi, who is 12 years old now. He does not have access to this child, and honestly, the details concerning that is something that I don't really want to get into. He just doesn't have access to his child because he himself has been very shady concerning the details and accessing his child. Anyways, let's move on and continue with his journey in the movie industry. So from Obelomo, he featured in his own movie Onoabayo, where he played a dual character. Moving on from this, he started to act in other movies. It paved way for him, even going as far as acting in Toyin Abraham's Alakada Reloaded. He has featured in several other movies, including but not limited to Ajemeta, Tomorrow Never Comes, Agbedemeji, Alakada Reloaded, among others. In fact, he's trying to make a movie now, Okoyabo, and he's soliciting for help on social media to make that movie I'll get to that. See, let me not just jump. I'll get to that particular one. And he has featured alongside some veterans in the industry. Actually, as an actor, a producer, and a director, he knows his craft. He knows what he is doing. Let us give it up to Yomi Fabi for knowing what he's doing as an actor. He has acted alongside Desmond Elliott, Jide Kosoko, Toyin Aimako, Toyin Abraham Kolawole now that she bears, Funke Akindele Bello, and a host of other Nollywood celebrities that we revere nowadays. So he's actually a colleague to most of them, and so he's doing very well for himself. He's said to be worth about 500,000 US dollars, which is not a small feat for him to achieve. But when it comes to controversy, Yomi Fabi somehow finds himself planted in the midst of these things. He does not seek it out. And most of the times, it's not directly involving him, but somehow he just finds himself in the middle of controversy because, according to him, he is an human rights activist. So anything that concerns another human definitely concerns him. That is basically the summary of his lifestyle. So, but the one that actually concerned him the most was when a certain actress, Eniola, said that she alleged that he tried to solicit sex from her in exchange for a movie role in 2017. But that when she refused him and denied him that, he also denied her a movie role in his movies. He actually has a movie production company where he mentors and also features upcoming acts in his movies and makes them big stars, according to him. But then Yomi Fabi sued her and said it was not true. I actually do not know how that whole saga ended, but that was one of the controversies that actually involved him as a person. When Toyin Abraham and Lizzie Anjorin had issues in 2019, 2018, he decided to put himself in the middle to try and work out things between the actors, because actually he's friends with Toyin Abraham, or he's a colleague to Toyin Abraham, and they've worked together. The same thing with Lizzie Anjorin. He decided that he needed to make it his own case. When Babatunde Omidiran had issues also with his health, he rallied around him as an human rights activist and a junior colleague and a respecter of Babatunde's craft, and helped him make money for proper medication and help when it comes to his health. However, the most recent controversy that Baba is not Baba, is Yomi Fabi, that he puts himself in the middle of, is that of Baba Ijesha and comedian Princess. When it was alleged on the 22nd of April that Baba Ijesha forcefully or somehow with the intent of sexually harassing a 14-year-old child, he came online and he was like, no, Baba Ijesha is a colleague, no harm or no ill thought or no ill sayings concern him must prosper. And he made it his duty, even going as far as staging a protest on the 12th of May 2021 to demand his release. And he's been responded to and told, Baba Ijesha ain't going nowhere. He's still in jail as I speak. I don't know how he's going to end up the whole protest and everything, because that is why he's actually making a movie. One thing is Iyabo Ojo, another Nollywood actress, decided to take up the case in support of Princess Comedian. She is an activist and a speaker against the victimization of women, especially young girls, when it comes to sexual harassment. And now she took up the case with Princess to, ensure that Baba Ijesha receives the right punishment. And he now made it his own duty to cyberbully or exchange words with Iyabo Ojo, even going as far as trying to I feel like this is condescending. This is a personal opinion that I have. You do not have to share that opinion with me. It is okay. I feel like the movie is trying to make now is a condescending attempt and very ill thought of him, not well thought out plan of his. He wants to make a movie titled Okoyabo. What is this storyline going to be about? This is one of the things I talk about. What is the storyline going to be about? And he's soliciting help, opening a GoFundMe account to that effect. So the things that are doing us as Nigerians, according to what Iyabo Ojo said, it is we Nigerians that are doing ourselves. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Just here to talk about the biography, facts, and interesting things about Yomi Fabi. And I think I have done justice to that. Bringing light and shedding light, things and details concerning Yomi Fabi as an actor, his journey, and also acknowledging that he's actually a very good actor who knows what he likes to do, especially when it comes to the grammar. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourself. Let me know which of Yomi Fabi's acts is your favorite one. Actually featured in Jennifer's Diary or something like that at one point or the other. Let me know which of his movies is your favorite and which of his activism acts is the one that you enjoy the most. I'll see you in the next one. Until then. Take care of you. Bye.